I have a really hard time keeping friendships. I think I can only count on one hand how many friends I have. And it's nothing, I'm not blaming other people for why I don't have a lot of friends or why I have trust issues. I'm blaming myself because it's the responsible thing to do. For a lot of years, I have had many different interactions with different people, starting in high school in particular. I every single year, freshman, sophomores, junior, senior, I had four different female friends, supposed best friends in each high school year, and it's amazing, and it's kind of messed up to think of why I stopped being friends with them because there is no reason. As soon as I was done with what I had to do, and my mission in high school was to complete school, and so when I was done with school at the end of the year, each time I would say goodbye not only to school and the classes and the curriculum, but I would say goodbye to friends, and like I would have a clean slate, start up again for the next year. And then when I graduated high school, I went to the army, and the same thing happened. I kept figuring out like this pattern I had was unintentional, where my main objective was to complete things for myself, which was get my shit together. So every single year in the army, there'd be somebody new, and in the military, there are old soldiers. Well, not like old ancient people, but like people who have been there a long time. Each year they get, it's like America's Next Top Model. Every single month, there would be an elimination, and in the elimination for the military, it would mean that somebody either got promoted to a different platoon or got promoted to a different rank, that they would have to move to a different unit. And then in college, the same thing. And I would figure out like, why can't I keep a friendship? And finally, I had a friend who was my best friend from July 4th, 2010 till like 2015, almost 5 years. And we would get into the usual fights you would get with your best friend. And we would get back together as friends, like, oh, I missed you too, let's get fucked up, drink, and do the same shit all over again, which got tiring. But as soon as I don't see anything further that has any validation for friendship, I move on, but I completely shut that person out of my life. And when I had my boyfriend, we were together in a relationship of 5.5 years, close to 6, and it was on again, off again, on again, off again, and it was my fault. Like I said, I don't blame anybody for the reasons I don't hold on to people for so long, but I keep seeing this pattern, and it's like frustrating because I don't know how to keep a friend. Like, how do you keep a friendship tight? The only two friendships that I have in mind that have been for a long time are this group of individuals from high school, these females. Since after high school graduation and after I got done graduating from boot camp in the army, I started hanging out with them, not on a daily basis, not every single month, maybe like a couple of months, and it's a healthy relationship. And then there's this woman from work, one of my jobs, that I have the same thing. I have friendship with her that's primarily strong because we do keep in contact with each other online, and when we do hang out, we have a blast together. We don't fight. We don't have any drama, which is a good thing. And I realized why why do I not have that many friends? And I think it's because I'm afraid of whoa. I'm afraid of just being being something valuable to somebody. Like, I think there's too much pressure to have a friendship for so long. I don't know why, but I think it's because it's so much pressure to just try to be there for your friend. But I also learned that if you take the pressure away and you just help with your gut instincts, even with advice or not even giving any advice at all, just having a listening ear to somebody, that makes you a good person. But ultimately, that makes you a really good friend. And I think people forget about that when people say, ah, these motherfuckers ain't loyal, or these people are too fucking basic for me to hang around with. It pushes people away. And for me, I just shut people out that I have no control over because everybody can think for themselves. I'm not there to babysit anybody. but at the same time, it's hard being friends. Like, the concept of friendship really means a lot to me. And I open up a lot online, but like personal wise, like private, intimate conversations, those I hold for my dear friends. Is there anybody else like that with their friends and their friendship?